What's up guys, it's your boy Ryan at Gear Fever. Today we're checking out the CNZ Audio SH35. CNZ Audio, they are a budget line of guitar pedals and accessories and guitars, and this is their newest guitar in their lineup, the 335 style guitar. I am a recent convert to the Gibson ES335, which this guitar is inspired by. For a long time I thought the hollow body thing was just not my style, but the more I got to play the 335 that I now own, the more I understood that 335s are possibly the most versatile guitars on the planet. The amount of tones that you can get from big, from cutting, the amount of genres that this thing does well is really great. So I'm excited for CNZ to put out a 335 shape. One of the things that CNZ is doing that I think is so great is they're building incredible stuff at shockingly low prices. These are built overseas, and then final inspection is done here in the States before everything gets sent out. The guitars coming out from overseas are getting better and better all the time. The gap between American made or even like Japanese made guitars and other countries that are making guitars, it's getting smaller and smaller. They're doing a better and better job. And for CNZ, they're passing on all those savings to you. What's great about guitars is so many parts are interchangeable. So if you don't love anything, I think this is a great either starter guitar or project guitar for you to start shaping a guitar into exactly what you want. That being said, out the box, I think this does a really, really great job for what it is, and especially for the price. If you told me it was double or even triple the price of what it is now, I would understand. I would think that it's still an affordable guitar that you get, and for the money is incredible. See what it looks like, and it looks like a 335. There's a tiny bit of flame on here. You've got a nice F-hole here, 2 humbuckers. You've got the block inlays, double cut and double bound. Even the neck is bound. You got the dot inlays, 3-way switch as well. It's got a really pretty subtle arch to it, which is nice. But if it doesn't sound good, then it doesn't matter. So every clip is going to have more effects put onto it. For me, I like to play with a lot of effects. So that first clip you heard was just completely clean, just guitar straight into my amp, which is a Strymon Flint and Iridium. And we're going to start to add more effects as we go. Something I'm always really concerned about with guitars, and especially pickups, these are pickups that are, I think these are CNZ pickups as well, is how they respond to more gain and how they respond to more pedals. I like to play with a lot of pedals, but sometimes with humbuckers in particular, and sometimes with more affordable guitars, things can start to get muddy really quickly. I will say, all things considered, it plays really well. The neck has a gloss finish, which a lot of people like. I wouldn't say it's the fastest playing guitar I've ever played, but still pretty comfortable. It's got a nice, thick, round neck, which is very reminiscent of normal 335s. We're going to continue to add more gain and more effects, more wet effects here. As you consider this guitar, we'll start with the bads first. The first thing that I wish was a little bit different about this guitar is sometimes the tuning stability can be a little difficult. I haven't touched this guitar in a few weeks, but you can hear it's a little bit out of tune. Tuning stability is an easy fix by upgrading a couple pieces of hardware. The second thing that I would change about this guitar is I mentioned the gloss neck, and this is a preference thing. Most of my necks are satin. I like to be able to move around a little bit more. If you play with a gloss neck and you have sweaty palms or it's outside, things can get a little sticky. My last con of this guitar is I think that the humbuckers get a little bit dark and a little bit muddy for my taste, especially as you crank it up. But honestly, a lot of humbuckers do that, and even humbuckers in guitars that are 5 times the price of this guitar, I still have that same problem. So the good thing is there's a lot of great pickup companies that you can drop in their pickups that would make this sound incredible. The first one, like I said, I've had this guitar for a little bit over a year, and it's incredibly durable. Sometimes guitars feel fragile or have something go wrong with it, and in the months that I've had this, I haven't had any issues with this guitar. Nothing's broken, nothing's done anything weird, and it's been very sturdy. So second big pro is I love the way this thing looks. I think with the finish, there's a light flame on it. The cherry, the block inlays, this is just, it screams 335 in a really good way, and you get to have that without the insane price tag of what 335s can go for. So if you want this look, if you like this look, this is definitely an affordable way for you to get this type of guitar. And my last pro is probably no surprise. The price point on this thing is shocking. I have a hard time understanding how they can charge so little and you still receive a guitar with all the parts and it's finished and things work and it's set up well. For the price, if this is the price range you're looking at, the CNZ is making incredible guitars. They're not just making 335s, they've got offsets, they've got S styles and T styles, they've got short scale as well, they've got basses plus pedals. As always, thank you so much for stopping by the channel. Again, shout out to CNZ for sending this over. Thanks so much. I have a future video coming out where I'm going to compare this guitar to my 1968 Gibson 335. So if you want to hear what a few $100s versus a few $1,000s sounds like, be on the lookout for that video. As always, please make sure to like and subscribe. That helps me out a ton. Did you like this guitar? Drop a comment below. Let me know. All right. Good tones and good times. See you next time.